Hi guys, how you doing today? Wednesday. Another day's gone by. So what's been happening in your neck of the woods? What's been happening? Leave a comment. Let me know. I hope things are going well. Well, here, what's been happening? Today, not much. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing this, working, like waking in the morning and doing something all day. Sometimes, you know, working in the workshop, building this, doing this, fixing this for hours and hours. But I think it's finally caught me. Last night I was sitting in my chair watching some YouTube and started feeling a bit funny. I was like, 1 minute I'm hot, then I'm cold, then I'm hot, then I'm cold, and so I thought, hey, I'm going to bed. Went and lay down to bed, fell asleep, got up to go to the bathroom at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was cold. I'm like, that's not like me. I've got, my nose is clean, my throat's clean, no cough, no sinuses, no sniffles, nothing. But it's almost like flu-like symptoms, but no cold. Don't understand that. But today, about 2 o'clock, I felt a bit off. So I went and laid on the bed and slept for 2 hours. And now I feel okay. But I just felt like all day. So I guess I should take it a little bit easier, right? In a few days, I'm going to have a birthday. And not getting any younger. So slow down a little bit and smell the roses. But I just keep burning the candle at both ends. Going crazy, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. But right now I feel pretty good. And I've just been sitting in the house playing with my batteries. I have a big pile of them that I use to select for my project. And so I took the 30 best ones out from my project and I tested the other 30 and they're still okay. So I just labeled them all and I'm going to put them in a box ready for the next pack I make, which will be for the house as opposed to just emergencies. I wanted to show you something. I'm on the river side of the house. Let me show you the river. So this is the river at the back of the house. And the birds are over there. So now you know where I am. So I had somebody here working, cutting this all back down to the river. And he's been trying to get down as far as he can. But, so this tree grew so low, it grows all the way to touch the floor. So you couldn't even see the trunk. And he's trimmed it all back. He trimmed all this back here. And he's working down there, and then he's going to take this all the way along to the end. So who did this? Well, there's a guy who was a monk for like 12 years. So he doesn't have a trade as such. He was a monk for 12 years. And they say, there's a few rumors, but they say that he's got a little problem with his mind or something. But he's a really soft and gentle guy. And lonely, really lonely. I mean, I think he understands that I can't understand Thai well. But if I stand still and let him talk, he'll just talk and talk and talk. So sometimes Jan will listen to him and, you know, to give him a chance to talk, because I don't think he has anybody. He lives alone. And he was working for a guy across the street. They bought some land and they put some plants on it, trees and whatnot. And he worked, he said, for almost 2 weeks, almost every day except for a few days where he rested. And they paid him 1,200 baht. So what is that? If you say 6 days, he said 10 days, 2 weeks or something, but if you just work 6 days, right, that's 200 baht per day. But he worked more than that. Well, you think 200 baht, what is that, £5? Something like that? Is it? Something like that, £5. Would you work that much for that much? I wouldn't. But in Thailand, you know, if you have somebody, a village person or something, come work for you, the minimum going rate is 300 per day, not 1,200 for like 10 days. So they basically ripped him off, and he can't even afford to eat. So he came over here and said, I want to come help you. Well, I'm thinking, I don't want to tell you all the details, but I bought him some food because he didn't have anything to eat. And he was like so thankful. He says, I can't pay you back. I says, I don't want paying back. So then he says that he wants to come help me. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean he wants work, or does that mean he wants to help me? Did he want to like pay off what he thought he owed me or something? I don't know. I couldn't communicate with him. And he told Jan he just wants to come help me. So at the end of the first day, I said to Jan, am I supposed to pay him? I don't understand. So he said, up to you. I'm like, what does that mean? It means they want paying. So I paid him 300 baht, and he sat around a lot. He's 50-some years old. He sat around a lot, but I don't care. You know, I wasn't out here with a stick saying, you know, you have to work hard to get your money. I just do what you want, you know. So he did this river, and he's done over in the woods, the garden in the woods that has all the ferns in it and stuff. He cleaned all that out for me. You know, he just potters about at his own speed, sits and has a cigarette and a little drink around the back here. So he's happy. You know, so, you know, if you want to work, come on. It's, you know, just, you work at your speed, sit down and rest when you want to. And after a few days, he said, thank you so much for letting me work here. And he told Jan that luckily the local shop let him have credit to buy himself some food. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had anything to eat. So, you know, they wanted him to start paying the bill down. So when I give him the money, he was able to go pay the bill down a little bit. And, you know, I bought him a bag of rice a couple of weeks ago. And I said, how are you getting on with the rice? Is it still good? And he said, oh, I don't eat it every day. I'm like, why not? He says, because it's high quality rice. I said, dude, just eat the rice. He's not used to having rice. It's not hot. I mean, it's jasmine rice. It's not exactly what you would call, I mean, it's not white traditional Thai rice. It's jasmine rice. Okay. But he says he doesn't want to eat it every day. So how to stay slim? Don't eat. So anyway, you know, he's been here 3 days, and he managed to pay his bill down a little bit. And, you know, if you buy yourself a coffee from the village, you get him one. You know, you think about, you know, that's how I am anyway. And he's like over the moon grateful. So, my point, don't take advantage of people. There's no point really. Just, I think, don't take advantage. I mean, these two people from Bangkok are teachers, both of them. School teachers. And you think, would you send your kids to school if they were the teachers? Knowing what you know now? I would not. If you can't treat people nicely, then don't hire them. You know, but anyway, he comes here, he potters about, and he's happy, and he's making some money, so he's, you know. What do you think? The other end. So that's where I was, way down there. Now he's been working down here too, look. And he's taking it, he's going to try to get down to the river. So the property ends just over behind that tree. So when it's done, it'll be really nice. I don't know if I'll keep on top of it. I'll have to ask him to keep coming back. So the moral of the story is, don't cheat people, because you cheat them and they can't even afford to survive. They can't afford to feed themselves. And he doesn't have a car, he has a bicycle. He goes everywhere on his bicycle. Lives alone. He doesn't even have a fridge. Because somebody gave him a fridge, he says, but his electric bill went up to 200 baht. I run the AC in my place, and it costs, because I run it almost 24/7, it costs me about 2,000 baht per month to run my AC, you know, the electric for the month, the whole electric for the month. And because he had a fridge, it went up to 200. He says, I can't afford 200 baht for electric bill. So, you know, the thing is, sometimes we don't realize how well off we are, huh? even though I don't feel so great today, I feel okay, just like no energy, but healthy still, I hope. So guys, on that note, let me show you the sunset. So on that note, guys, I'll say good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers are peace, joy, and kindness.